Starting off this morning with a smoothie, mangoes, strawberry, coconut, pineapple juice, all blended up, yum yum. I drank 1 cup of smoothie already, and then I watered my garden. I got a little aloe there. And then I've got some lettuce that just sprouted, lemon balm. There's little sprouts. We've got dill, basil, and sage. That's a sage from last year. A little lavender. Got 3 cucumbers, some garlic chives, which are just, the garlic chives are amazing. This is garlic that I bought at the grocery store. It started growing, so I planted it. Cilantro that is flowering, so I'll get a bunch of little babies, and some coriander. And this is apple mint, which is, oh my gosh, it's so good. Now I'm gonna have the rest of the smoothie and go finish gardening. A whole nother one. So I just transplanted all these babies. We've got snow pea or snap pea, I'm not really sure. They're just a bunch of seeds from last year without a bag. We've got like about 10 of those, probably 9. We've got beans. I'm not sure what kind of beans. I think just green beans on a vine. And leeks. It's hard to see, but it's there, right there. Leek. Oh, and tomatoes. I forgot about the tomatoes. Didn't get as many of those to sprout. The seeds were kind of old. These ones are looking good. Tomatoes. Alright, so for dinner I made potato latkes with a split pea sauce. In the latkes I used some nutmeg, ginger, black pepper, Dijon mustard, and I mixed them all up together. And I put a little of the mustard, and I also used some syrup to give it a little sweet. And then what I did was I took this mixture and I mixed it with about half water. I put my onions on for a dry fry, and then after they start sizzling, right before I stir them, I sprinkle on some of that liquid that I've made. So I added some pumpkin seeds. I put an onion down with no oil. I let it heat up on there, and then I heard it start sizzling kind of like this. I waited a little while until the sizzling got even louder. You kind of got to experiment with it so that you get used to it on your own, but you got to catch it before it burns, but just when it starts getting golden. I don't know if you can see, it's like kind of golden over there. And then right as it starts to get golden, which I've already stirred it once, so I got to wait a few seconds in this. But once it starts to get golden, you take your little mixture. I mixed all that, and I added about half, I doubled it with water. And I take this, I sprinkle it on. Put your seasonings in some water. Sprinkle it on. Try to get it evenly all over the place. And then after you do that, you have to put the camera down. You stir it. Hold on one. So after the onions are done, I mixed it with some frozen hash browns and a chia egg. Mix it all together, and I actually had to add a scoop of flour because it didn't bind together as well as I'd like. So I add some corn to the split pea mixture. Meanwhile, I am frying up my little latkes. These ones are without flour, and they kind of were a little crumbly, falling apart. So I ended up putting a scoop of flour in there just to give it a little bit more of a hold. If you are gluten-free, you can try it without the flour though. They tasted just as good. They just didn't hold up together as well. So here's the finished product. It's corn, pea, parsley, garlic sauce, and little potato latkes. And me eating a piece of garlic chives. And it was late and dark, and I didn't really film dinner too well, but I had some garbanzo beans, a can of tomatoes, and I just cooked it up with some quinoa, garlic, and lemon, because that's the flavors that I really like. Yeah, it's absolutely delicious. Oh, and some parsley from the garden, because I also really love parsley. And then I ended up having it with an avocado later. I had my second serving with an avocado, which was just absolutely delicious. I like avocado on everything.